Today we're facing the Milwaukee Brewers, who are literally definition of the middle of the road. But we are having a fantastic year if you're Kendall King, because right now this dude has 72 home runs. He's one away from 73, which would be the second most he's ever hit in his entire career, which is crazy. The most he's ever hit was 77, but today he's facing Matt Moore, who has an ERA that says he's gonna give up a couple of home runs to Kendall possibly, or at least we're gonna hope. This dude is leading the National League in all three categories of batting average, home runs, and RBIs. 201 RBIs, a career best for this dude right now. He is on a whole new level. Right now he has 239 hits this season, which means I don't think he'll break Ichiro's record because there's only a couple of games left, but he could put a pretty big dent into getting into at least the top 5. Like the first pitch is a nice curveball over the right-hand side of the plate that he barely just misses on there. But I can't believe that Kendall has a batting average over 400. Like, that is a legendary status there. Very few players, if I believe only one or two, have ever done that in league history. And with a 1-1 count and a guy on first base, Kendall was sitting here with only one out. And this ball's in, and it's low, and he's got 2 strikes on him pretty quickly. With a 2-2 count right now, Kendall is looking for something, anything that he can drive and get a base hit here. This one's low, it's going to be up the middle, and he almost hit the umpire, but he is going to get a base hit. He's going to move that runner over to second base, and now we got 2 guys on with only 1 out. Up next is going to be Anthony Rizzo, who has 102 RBIs, which isn't bad. He's actually having a really good season, but when you're batting behind Kendall King, who has over 200 RBIs and double your home runs and a significantly higher batting average, you kind of feel a little bad about yourself. But the fact that Rizzo was almost in the 300s for batting average makes me feel good. But that batting average is going to be tanking after this one pops out to the center fielder. With 2 outs now and a 1-2 count, it's up to Cole Scruggs to try to do something possibly here. Now, Kendall's going to go ahead and run because he's got a feeling Cole's going to be swinging. Good news is he swung. The bad news is he didn't make any contact. In the bottom of the second inning, Milwaukee does have a runner on with no outs, and there's a guy on first. So we're going to try to get a double play here. Kendall scoops to the Scruggs. Scruggs is to the first, and that is going to be a double play that we needed. Up next for Milwaukee is Billy Dodge with 12 home runs and 44 RBIs. He's a young player who's doing pretty well for Milwaukee, but we have 2 outs here. Kendall obviously got the double play earlier, and we'll see what we can do here. A little chopper here. He's going to field that one cleanly. Stops, pops, those are the first, and you already know that's an out to end the inning. I mean, honestly, can we just give props to this dude really quick? Look at what he's doing on offense, and in the last inning, he got every single out for his team. Not bad if you ask me. Now, here we go in the top of the 3rd inning. Similar situation to what we saw earlier, a runner on first base, only 1 out, and the Sultan of SWAT is ready to swing. Now, here comes the first pitch. Just inside, we wanted to swing. We probably could have swung, but we wouldn't have made good contact. With a 1-0 count now, Kendall ready to go. Right there, he's gonna golf one into right or left field. This is going to be, oh, that's fair. They say it's actually fair. He's gonna move to second base. The runner's gonna get over to third base pretty easily, and now we got runners on second and third, both in scoring position. And Kendall says, you know what, not bad. A single and a double. If we see a triple and a home run, you know it's the cycle. From the last time we saw Anthony Rizzo, you remember he didn't do too well. He popped out to shallow center field. Now he has 2 strikes, and I'm afraid he might actually strike out here. And you know what? Rizzo actually does something nice here. He's going to get a base hit. He's going to get a second out of the inning, but we do get a runner across home plate to now have a 1-0 lead. Here comes Cole Scruggs up to bat again. 2 outs, 2 strikes on him. I'm nervous, but we're on third base, and a little bit of a base hit will score us here. Now Matt Moore is going to bring in his delivery. Let's see what he's got. He's got a shot that's going to be fouled off to the right field side, but that one's going to be caught. The inning is over from Cole Scruggs again, but look, at least we scored 1 run. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, Milwaukee is trying to get a run of their own with Jose Ramirez up to bat. Let's see what our pitcher can do against him. He's going to smack one deep in the hole. We're going to field it in the grass. Can we gun out Ramirez? It's going to be close. They say he's safe. I mean, this dude outran Kendall King's arm. Are you kidding me? Not a bad play by him, but Kendall's got to do better. Kendall's a little, not too happy that he didn't get that out. So a double, a single on the day. He's 2 for 2. Things are looking good. But what can he do in the top of the 6th inning with nobody on and nobody out? He's leading off the inning. And the first pitch for Matt Moore, who's still in the ball game, is a ball. It's a fastball outside. I feel like he's nervous and afraid to pitch a good strike to Kendall, at least to start the at-bat. And honestly, that seems to be the trend every single time Kendall at-bats. Like, pitchers are afraid to throw this dude a strike, and I don't blame him, but there he throws a beautiful little off-speed pitch. He's going to get Kendall out at first base. And for the first time today, he's not going to be on base. Moving on to the bottom of the 7th, Milwaukee finally got that run they were looking for, and they tied it up at 1. But here we go with a runner on second. They're going to try and get a play here. This ball's going to be smacked to Kendall. He barely has to move, and he says, oh, don't mind me. It's the easiest out we've gotten all day long. No one's going to be safe there. So we're seeing a pitching change as Mark Howe coming in, who's got a losing record in the year with an ERA that is through the roof. 5.26? That's who you bring in. This is your king. Like, that's the dude you want to bring in. So 2 for 3, you guys saw in the last at bat. Kendall did not get a base hit. But here we go, top of the 8th inning, tie ball game. He's facing a righty, but he traditionally does better against righties, and he has all of his showtime left here. First pitch, ooh, that's high up in the zone. Kendall gets a hold of it, and you already know, look at the flick of the wrist. That one is deep, that one is gone, and that one is out of the ballpark. A 2-1 lead now. Kendall gets home run number 73 on the season, tying his second career high that he's ever had. He is now 4 away from breaking his own home run record of 77 home runs. Not bad at all. I mean, look, this dude is in his prime. He's eventually going to be tanking down, but he is the LeBron James of baseball. No one can do it better than that man right there. And despite what Kendall did there, getting that home run number 73 in the air, the Milwaukee Brewers actually spoil his fantastic day. So we're going to walk out of here with the loss. It's unfortunate, but we got to do better in the second ball game because the season, it's almost over. Heading into today's game, Kendall King has 76 home runs. That means he is 1 shy of tying his own single season home run record. The question is, can he do it here in front of the home fans and give them a nice little souvenir to remember forever? Pitching for us today is Ted Anderson, and honestly, our pitching hasn't really been great that year. 10-9 in the year, 4.07 ERA. We need to work on our pitching in the following season, or else maybe Kendall's going to leave town. I don't know. Pitching's not too good here. But who are we kidding? Why would this dude leave town when his stats are this good? 403 average, 76 home runs, 208 RBIs. The young fella has had one heck of a season. Now he's a runner on second base here, only 1 out. First pitch. Okay, he's definitely a little late on that one. That slider had some movement and he didn't do very well on it. Kendall has laid off of a couple pitches now, and it's a 2-1 count. He's in the driver's seat. He's got one, and it's a slice on the left field line, but it's going to be foul. The 2-2 count, the runner on second base, and only 1 out for Kendall. He's going to get a hold of one. Good news is he made good contact. The bad news is, yeah, the left fielder, pretty easy out for him. The first at bat was not what we wanted, and if you notice, the batting average is now down to 402. It is important for Kendall to have a plus 400 batting average, and he's got to make sure he makes more contact than what he's doing right now. A couple base hits these next few games will seal that for him for this season. Now, he hits a curveball here, but he just misses it when he hits it foul. The 2-1 count now. Kendall's in the driver's seat. He's going to get a hold of one, but that left fielder, he's feeling good because he literally took 2 steps and he got another out on the young fella. Now, our team did end up doing something good and we scored a run, but Cincinnati has the bases loaded right now with only 1 out. Now, a ball's hit to Kendall. He feels it cleanly, gets it to the second base. They go to first. The double play gets him out of a huge jam there, which could have given up a whole lot of runs. Things are looking much better for the squad on the defensive side. The fly out, the line out, neither one looked good, and both of them went to the left fielder. So Kendall's saying, look, let me knock some dirt off my cleats. Let me do something here. And he's got runners on first and second with 1 out. I think it's time for a little bit of that showtime. And this one's going to be high inside. He's going to lay off of it. We're trying to crush one here. Next pitch. Ooh, this is going to be a strike. A little bit of movement on it for sure. Kendall gets a hold of it. And yes, sir. Home run number 77 on the season. The young fella has tied his own single season home run record there. Put this one in the record books. Who got a hold of it? Let me know in the comments down below if you got a hold of that pitch. If you're holding it right now, if you're going to sell it on eBay, you're going to keep it, you're going to put it in a glass case, whatever you're going to do, leave me a comment down below and tell me. That was a major home run for Kendall. The Cubs obviously need these runs because they're only a handful of games up in the division, and with only a couple games left to play in the season, they need these victories to secure their spot in the playoffs. Now, Kendall's big home run obviously gave the Cubs a good little cushion, and they're up 4-2, but again, Cincinnati's trying to do something major. They got 2 runners on. They're going to smack one into the hole. Kendall tries to get it to second base. It's going to be close. Can he get it there in time? He does. He gets it over to first. The double play is just in time, and just like that, another big jam. The Cubbies are out of it. Moving on to the top of the 7th inning, an opportunity for a double play arises again. Runner on first, 1 out, and an 0-2 count here for Patrick Woodward. This ball's going to be smacked to the second baseman. Kendall says, oh, let me go ahead and get this one real quick. Sidesteps the runner, gets it over to first, and again, the double play is back. This dude is one of the best shortstops of all time. If you saw him in Kendall's last at bat, he had home run number 77. One more look at it right here. Boosh, and that one was gone. Can he get the single season record of 78 home runs right here? That's a big question that we're about to try to answer. So again, runner on first base, bottom of the 7th inning, and a 2-run lead with only 1 out. You got to go with the power swing here. First pitch is, well, it's going to be a double play that ends the inning. So if we're going to do it, it's going to be in the bottom of the 9th because it's not going to happen right there. In the top of the 8th, the Reds are again trying to get some sort of momentum going so they can tie this ball game up. And they have an opportunity to do it with this at bat here, but I don't think it's going to happen as Kendall gets it over to second again. We're going to go for double play. That one is not going to get it. I mean, he's turned so many double plays this season, but he's not going to get that one. And wait a second, Kendall has an opportunity for one more at bat today. So he's got a 402 batting average. He has 1 hit today. which was the record-tying home run of 77, and the crowd is up on their feet. They know the big fella's up. He has a bases-loaded opportunity to break the single-season home run record here. Can the young fella do it? He's gonna do something. Okay, you know what? It's not gonna be a home run. It is gonna score not 1, but 2 runs here. The home run would have been nice. It would have been epic to hit the grand slam as home run number 78, but still, we'll take the 2 RBIs. Now up comes Anthony Rizzo, who again having a good season of his own, but it pales in comparison to what Kendall has done. Runners on first and second. Rizzo's up. Rizzo's gonna smack one up the middle, but it's to the second baseman, and as you guessed it, that is going to end the inning. And just like that, we're going to walk out here with a nice big W. So we got home run number 77. It wasn't the record-breaking one, but it was the record-tying one. We got lots of RBIs in it, but we'll see if Kendall in the very next episode can do what no one else has done, hit 78 home runs in a single season. It's going to be a close one.